What's going on, guys? Thank you for tuning into this episode of Twin Finance. I am Jackson. Today we're going to talk about a pretty hot topic, and that's the first trillion-dollar company. So, back in the early 1900s, there was I'm sure the talk was going around the markets and stuff like that about the first billion-dollar company. Well, now it's 2018. We're talking about the first trillion-dollar company. 100 years later, and almost 1,000 times more in value. The trillion is 1,000 billion. So just so if you didn't know, the first billion-dollar company was the United States Steel Company. That was created by J.P. Morgan. That was the first company ever to surpass the milestone of $1 billion market cap. So we'll start off with the first thing I want to talk about is there's only really about two companies I have in mind when comes to mind about a trillion-dollar company. The first one is obviously Apple. Everyone knows their market cap's over 900 billion right now, right around 930 billion. And then Amazon, and they're at 760 billion, so they're getting pretty close. Many people think it's going to be Amazon because their growth, last year they grew more than Apple did, and people think that growth's just going to continue, and then they're going to surpass Apple, be the first trillion-dollar company. But in my mind, guys, that's just not the case, because I'm not going to sit here and say price earnings determines the whole value of the stock, but we have to look at it just if we just were to use one statistic so we don't get into everything and just say right now Apple, I'm pretty sure they're under a 20 PE. I could be a little off, but I'm pretty sure they are. And not only that, Apple's earnings in their relative size in comparison in terms of revenue and profitability and their performance over time, they have a more understandable value on them around 900 billion. Right now Amazon's trading 760 billion. Their price earnings, guys, it's over 220. I think it's some absurd number like that. If they were to go to a trillion, that price earnings would be it'd be nearing 400. that's just absurd, guys. So I don't think, to me, in my mind, I think a lot more money would have to pool into Amazon to get it up over that trillion-dollar mark. And that's just for me, the size of everyone thinks Amazon's to take over everything in the world. They're just going to be the biggest company ever. It could happen. I'm not. I like Amazon. I'm a firm believer in their business model and stuff like that. I believe they do have a lot of room for growth still. But I just think they're so far behind Apple in terms of being as size that's deserved, right? So Apple deserves their size. I think Amazon still has quite a ways to go to deserve that market capitalization placed on them right now. So that's basically my thoughts on that, guys. Thank you for watching this video. If you have a video request, just drop in the comment section below. Remember to like the video, subscribe. If you think another company, hey, maybe it's not going to be Apple or Amazon, maybe you think it's Berkshire Hathaway or Google, maybe you got some insight or something on another company that you think will be the first trillion-dollar company, throw that in the comment section below also. Thank you for watching and have a great day.